Hello YouTube, and welcome to the Gaming Nation. This is CoolGamer311, and today I wanted to wrap up some things with Qubo. In my recent video, Top 10 Qubo Shows, I only talked about my favorite shows on the network instead of the network as a whole, so I feel there is more to be said on the matter. I'm going to be talking about some things that I missed, as well as an overall review of the network and my experiences with it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. So yeah, as I said in the video, I discovered Qubo um, when I was at an earlier age on NBC. You know, they used to have, like Sunday mornings or whatever. I don't know. I think like weekend mornings, or like, yeah, they would play Qubo, like a Qubo block. Now they replaced it with NBC Kids, which, I mean, nobody really likes NBC Kids, let's be honest, but yeah. So that's how I first discovered it, and I always thought it was very interesting. But the shows never really appealed to me that much. I would much rather watch stuff like Noggin, or Cartoon Network, or Disney, or Nickelodeon, or whatever. So yeah, but little did I know that I was soon to become very acquainted with Qubo, because it turns out that at my grandparents' house, pretty much the only children's entertainment network offered there was Qubo, because they have digital, and because um, Ion is pretty big where they live. Yeah, they Ion broadcasted Qubo, and so yeah, I got Qubo. And to be honest, that was pretty lucky, because where I live, we barely get any uh, satellite, or I mean, like antenna or digital, like anything, pretty much, just because of like we, just because of where I live. Um, but yeah, so that was pretty much how I found out about Qubo. Um, so yeah, my experiences with Qubo, um, just sitting on the couch for hours, or not the couch, the recliner rather, for hours, just watching, like just droning, like television of Qubo. We had it all. Jane the Dragon, Turbo Dogs, Pearly. All this, just very interesting content. Oh, speaking of Turbo Dogs, I I was gonna put it on the list, but A, I kind of forgot about it, and B, to be honest, it's pretty much on the same level as My Friend Rabbit, where it's like, okay, I'm starting to scrape the bottom of the barrel, because it's like, it's honestly, I find it more entertaining than My Friend Rabbit, but similar to Miss BG, I only see like the same the same few episodes, and so that just kind of takes away the entertainment. With My Friend Rabbit, I don't think I've ever seen the same episode, to be honest. Anyway, yeah, back to the other thing. Um, so yeah, we would just sit on the recliner, my siblings, and just watch countless hours of Cubo. And so yeah, that's how I kind of became familiar with Cubo and all its content. And even to this day, still whenever I get to their house, still watch Cubo. It's it's still pretty much the same thing as when I first saw it, probably 5 years, 5 or 6 years, earlier from now. So yeah, another thing I wanted to talk about is how little attention Cubo gets just as a network, on the internet, especially on YouTube. There is very little Cubo related content on YouTube. Obviously you have your Disney Channel content and your Nickelodeon content and your Cartoon Network content, because everybody knows about those. But nobody really talks about Qubo, and rightfully so. It doesn't produce the best content anyway, and it's kind of obscure at this point because they removed the Qubo block from NBC. Um, and yeah, it's there's really not much to talk about anyway about Qubo, but it it doesn't mean that nobody can talk about Qubo, because, well, look at me right now. And yeah, I was actually kind of surprised how much attention my video got. Top 10 Qubo shows. Got a lot of, well, for me, it got a lot of likes. It got some attention, especially from Jared Captain America 43. Sorry for that cut off. I actually kind of had to look his name up. But yeah, it wasn't just him. There was my bud Andrew and Ricardo, who said thank you for putting Sally Bollywood on number one. But Jared Captain America, 43. We had a nice little conversation. He said, "What about He-Man? What about She-Ra? What about Doki? What about Todd World?" And yeah, I mean, I responded that He-Man and She-Ra were Night Owl shows, and I didn't really consider them for this list because although they just don't really fit in with the normal content that Qubo usually has. The Night Owl shows are honestly, I haven't seen a lot of them. Um, but yeah, yeah, and then so he says he's gonna make a best of Qubo DVD with favorite Qubo shows. Um, and I'd like to see that. Talk about times, and he really gave me a lot to talk about, and I really appreciate it. Shout out to Jared Captain America 43. Um, we had a nice little conversation about Qubo, and I really appreciated it. It was nice to know that I'm not the only person who you know kind of knows about Qubo. And I mean, obviously, I'm not the only person that knows about Qubo, and I'm not the only person that talks about Qubo. But, but yeah, I mean, it's nice to meet people who talk about Qubo, I guess. Uh, yeah, but yeah, the video did. I mean, on my terms, it was very successful. 17 likes. 100 as of now, 1,372 views. Holy crap! I mean, this I got quite a few subs from that too. I think I was at like 172, and now I'm at 176. Like, holy crap! That was a pretty successful video, I guess, and I guess it was worth putting the time in. It took me about an hour and a half, which is usually, which on my terms is quite a bit. I don't put a lot of effort or time in my videos. But yeah, I mean, it's it just it's just really crazy. I guess I don't know. I guess that's all I have to say. Um, Again, shout out to Jared Captain America 43. He's a pretty cool dude, and talk to people about Kivo. Just do it. Just see what's up in Cubo peeps world. I don't know where I was going with that. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. I really appreciate it, and I really hope we can get more Cubo people in the world. It's a mediocre network, but that doesn't mean that mediocre can't be good. I mean, mediocre is the new good at this point. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.